Hey guys, Coco here. So I meant to take this video and post it a couple days ago, I can't lie, whenever I launched the website. It's just that, life happened, got a little difficult, some things came up that I had to fix. Life gets crazy, and of course, some of y'all know I've been working on this idea, this website, DreamAwake, for over 5 years, and I mean, anybody who's worked on something for 5 years or longer, I think y'all can relate. Whenever you get to a point that you've been culminating on for that long, you want it to be executed perfect. And when it isn't, if you're anything like me, then you might get a little emotional or frustrated or anxious or whatever, stressed out, So I've been just handling things for the last couple days. So anyways, I digress. I apologize for taking a couple days to film this video, but here I am. I was gonna do it outside, but it was crazy windy outside, and then my neighbors were blasting music in Spanish, so it was a bit distracting. So here I am in the living room, but that's better because now I can show you all this painting that I definitely want to talk about in the video. I'm gonna save that to the end though. It's right behind me. Of course, I did it. A lot of y'all know I'm an artist. This video, I just want to say, is going to cover the first 3, I guess, articles you could say, or posts that I post in the Writing Your Legacy section of my website at Cocodreamsawake.com. And if you haven't been there yet, then I'll leave the links everywhere, wherever I'm posting all this, so that y'all can get there. But yeah, if y'all click on Writing Your Legacy and you click on Where to Begin, this video essentially is going to cover those 3 little sections, I guess, that are right there. So if y'all prefer to read, definitely go check that out, because I would always say that I'm a way more gifted writer than I am speaker. So, if I'm struggling through this video, which I probably will, then, please go and read what I've written. I think that you'll be a lot happier with that result. But, that being said, I'm new to the whole making videos and like taking a whole lot of pictures thing. But I do need to do it for DreamAwake, for my website, for my idea, for the movement. So, practice makes perfect. I got to get better. So y'all just be patient with me, be gentle with me. I'll get better. We're getting there. But yeah, so this video, like I said, is going to cover those first 3. I'm just going to get into a little bit about myself. I'll try to speed through this just in case there's some new friends coming to my videos who don't know me. Y'all can get to know me a little bit. But yeah, my name is Courtney. I am 29 years old. I'm from Texas. I just moved to the Denver area of Colorado from Austin, Texas. But yeah, I lived all over the Texas area. I mean, like all the big cities, Dallas-Fort Worth area, San Antonio, I went to college, lived in like Houston, Corpus Christi for a while. So yeah, just like all over. Sorry, my hair's being crazy. Like I said, I tried to film this outside and it was so windy and my hair looks like I've been rolling around in a dryer for a while. Be nice, you guys, okay? This is my first one. I'll get way better. Yeah, so my name is Courtney. My friends call me Coco. So if you're here watching this video, I definitely consider you my friend. Thank you so much for being here, watching this, and seeing what my movement has been started for, what I'm all about, what this is all about. Hopefully you're interested. Hopefully this inspires you. Hopefully this motivates you. Yeah, that's all I want for everything that I'm doing. So please call me Coco, because I consider you my friend. And go and check out my website. If you don't know what I'm doing, please do, or finish watching this video and hopefully I'll tell you enough to where you kind of pick up what I'm putting down, understand where I'm coming from, and get behind the movement. I don't know. So yeah, I've been in the service industry since I was 14 and was waiting tables since I was about that age. And I started bartending on my 18th birthday, and I bartended for 11 years, and I just retired. I've been working on this idea for the last 5 years. A lot of people that are here that are my friends that know, or my homies, associates, whatever, know that I've been working on something big and something secret for about 5 years. And I guess the benefit of making this video a couple days late is now that I've been launched for a couple days, I can kind of give some feedback to some of my feedback, I guess. And I guess I've had a lot of you ask me, did I have any help? Did I hire anybody to build the website? Things like that. Who am I using to do marketing? Different things. I don't know. All those things. Just so everyone's aware, it is literally all me. It is all me. That's why it took 5 years. Like, people are like, why did something take you 5 years? Because I had, 1, 2, 3 jobs at a time, paying all my bills, living alone. And I have this huge dream, and nobody else is going to do it for you sometimes. And sometimes you got to do it your damn self. And so I started, and sometimes it's going to take forever, and sometimes it's just like little progress over time, and it doesn't feel like you're getting very far, but you're still chipping away. They say, how do you climb a mountain? One step at a time, So here we are. I'm honestly just getting started. This is just now available for the world to see. I wouldn't even say that I've hit any kind of finish line. I might say a really big checkpoint that I'm super, super thankful for. So, like I said, I've been a bartender. I just recently retired because I'm doing this. I grew up as an artist. I've been an artist my whole life, as you can probably guess with my blue, purple, everything, and y'all will eventually see I'm covered in tattoos and I like to equate myself as like a paint splatter in the world. That's what I strive to be, theoretically and quite literally as well. So I hope I'm doing well. But yeah, I've been an artist since I was little, and kind of the reason that I started this is because I've always been told that chasing your dreams is unrealistic, I guess. I've always been spouted that you're supposed to, follow the 40-40 plan, work for 40 hours a week for 40 years, retire off 40% of what was never really enough in the first place, that took, all your time, and then you don't even get to enjoy your money until you're an old person. It just doesn't work that way, I feel like. It's not realistic. That's like my least favorite word in the English dictionary. I have a shirt that says something about realistic on my website. Y'all should totally go check that out. But yeah, it's because I was always told that being an artist was unrealistic, that nobody could make enough money doing that nobody would be successful enough to survive off being an artist. Which to me, especially as a child that loved art so much, that found so much inspiration and peace in it and strength, I got a lot of praise for it. Even when I was little, I started selling little pieces of artwork and portraits and stuff with pictures when I was in middle school. And it was really empowering, especially as a female. You don't get a lot of opportunities to be empowered. I feel like maybe now in 2020 you do, but definitely not when I was growing up. And that was really empowering. But then I'd turn around and I'd have family tell me, but what are you going to do? What are you going to do for a living? What's going to be your job? What do you want to do when you grow up? And I'm like, what do you mean? I'm already making money. What are you talking about? And it's not even about money. It's just about the fact that the universe will support anyone who pursues what's naturally inside them. I like to say that humans are like butterflies, or bats or bees. Bats don't have to be taught to echolocate. They know how to do it already. You don't have to convince a caterpillar to turn into a butterfly. Please, will you turn into a butterfly? No, it's just gonna do it. And they don't even know that they're gonna do it. They're not that complex. They're not aware that that's what they're meant to do, but it still happens, right? And that's how I feel like people are. You don't have to convince a bee to make honey. They just do, that's what they're meant to do. And I feel like humans are that way. We have brown-eyed people and blue-eyed people and blonde-haired people and black-haired people. And why can't we have people who are meant to be healers, people who are meant to be intellectuals and scientists, people who are meant to I don't know, progress the human race forward, or just create art or music, or I don't know, be an athlete and bring people joy that way. There's so many different ways that you could take this. God, I could talk about this for hours. But this is kind of where I'm going, is that we all kind of know, you know? And I don't like the fact that the world always has something to say about what we should be doing. I really don't appreciate other people like pushing their ideas on someone, because I feel like we all have an inner compass and we can all hear it. Just some people don't listen, you know? And I feel like we've all kind of been submitted into a spot where we take that and we get used to not following our inner compass, because that's what everybody does. And it's just so normal. And it's so normal for somebody to have like a job, right? And a you know, like whatever, 9 to 5, somebody that they work for, a job that they hate, a job that they bitch about like all the time, that they don't like waking up for, that they, you know, don't like talking about, or if they do talk about, they're just complaining, you know, just not fulfilling stuff. And then on top of that, they have something outside of that that they're extremely passionate for, that they would do anyway. This is how I was. I was bartending forever because I never wanted to be that office lifestyle. I can't like sit down. Like even when I'm painting, I have to like get up and like make food and I don't know, do stuff, because I just get super bored. And yeah, I need excitement. I need change. I need, you know, I need passion, right? And I feel like everybody is like that. Just some people don't want to listen to it. And that's kind of why I'm doing this. I'm just a big believer that the universe is going to support you if you support what's inside you. And it is there, you know. I'm a big believer in the law of attraction. A lot of the stuff on the website has to do with, you know, subtle nuances of the universe, and I should say quantum physics and manifestation and things like that. There's a lot of science behind it, and there's a lot of proof to it. I have some of those references on my website. If y'all want to go to the Writing Your Legacy tab and click on manifestations, you can check some of that out. There's also a ton of free stuff on my website that I've spent months, countless hours building from scratch on my little iPad. Just, you know, really trying to give y'all some useful tools so that you can, I don't know, pursue your dreams and live your happiest life, your best life, if you will. But yeah, and the free printables, I'll give you some of them. I want you to go check them out. But there's a whole how-to on how to make a really great vision board. A lot of people know what a vision board is and maybe even have one. But a lot of people, I feel like, miss some really important things about a vision board. So I made like a little worksheet that you can download for free that kind of tells you how to do it. Just like a whole lot of, I call them affirmation posters, but you can print them out, and the quality of the image, if you download it, is good enough to where if you print them out very large, it would still be nice. I made them black and white so you can color them and make them like unique to you and your dreams, right? And your visualizations. But there's a whole lot of affirmations that you could print out, quotes. There's a Millionaire Mindset budget plan, and there's a gratitude log that I'm extremely excited about and really, really proud of, that I built, that took a lot of effort, and I think it's quite beautiful. And I think there's a lot to that. If you're new to, I don't know, law of attraction or manifestation, I definitely recommend that you go check that tab out on my website, the manifestations tab, or even the mind enhancements tab. That's the reading list. So there's links to like all the Amazon and Audible, of course, if y'all want to go like check those out, buy them, whatever. Some of them are even free on Audible if y'all want to look at that. But they definitely teach you kind of the science and the practicality behind being able to get whatever you want, build a life of your design, manifest your desires, if you will. Magic is what I like to say. Magic and science are the same thing. Many people have said that, but Einstein is one of those people who said that. That's roughly translated, not translated, but oh my God, you get what I'm saying. this is the worst video. I'm probably gonna have to make like 100 takes. Anyways, so that's just a little bit about what I'm doing, and a little bit about me. The last thing I'm gonna give y'all is just kind of like what my plan is for the website. And I have a whole lot of things I'm gonna do, so just be prepared for that. But I hope that it keeps y'all interested and keeps y'all inspired, and that's kind of what I want to do. I want to eventually have like an app to keep people inspired, but we'll get into that far from now. But yeah, once a month at the beginning of every month, probably the first of every month is what I'm gonna do, is I'm going to have a painting that I put up for auction. And it'll be up for auction, available for bids all month, and I'll take it down, sell it to the highest bidder on the last day of the month, 30th, 31st, whatever, 28th, 29th, I don't know. But, sorry, this thing's popping up on my iPad. But yeah, so this painting that I'm going to be putting up for auction is particularly special. A lot of y'all know that I have been, like I said, an artist for a long time, many years, and I've been really blessed enough to make money doing it. And as much as that has been great, and like I said, a blessing that I'm truly thankful for, I was doing a lot of commissions. And if y'all don't know, then that just means like other people were paying me to do something that they wanted, as like a painting or a piece of artwork. And that's all well and good, and I'm really thankful that people would trust me to execute their idea and give me their money to be able to do that. But at the same time, I feel like I have something bigger to say, and I wanted to use my passion and my talent to say those things that I feel like I have to say. And I've said some of them in this video, but I don't think I'll ever be done preaching to the world to follow their dreams, and I hope people want to listen. I know it sounds super cheesy, and I know a lot of people are, I don't know, conditioned to think that it's unrealistic, but y'all already know how I feel about that. Yeah, so these paintings that I put up for auction every month are super special. I'm gonna write a whole thing about them, probably post a video about them too, and even have prints on my website so that whoever can't buy them in the auction can get them on prints. Of course, the prints are a lot smaller, not as good quality. It's not the original, and these originals are probably going to be rather large as well. So there's that. I know like the first month is on a 4-foot in diameter circle of wood, so it's very heavy, but very nice, and I'm really excited for that. You can actually read right now on the website a little bit about it, but there's not a picture yet. Y'all gotta wait for that till the 1st of December. So we're almost there, but y'all almost get to see that. Anyway, so every month it's gonna be a different painting, something different, about a different theme. And every month kind of has like the same theme, everything that I do all that month. So the next week, the second week of every month, I'm going to be posting an article or a blog post. I don't really want to call it a blog post, but yeah, I mean, something I've written about writing your legacy. I mean, this is where you can find them under that tab, under that website. I have 6 months already written. That's technically there on the website. You just can't click on it. They'll be ready in their months whenever they're allowed to be posted. Y'all gotta wait for that. But for example, the first month is called Stuck in a Rut, and it's basically, I feel like everyone knows this feeling where, I don't know, you feel like you don't know what the hell you're doing, and you don't know which way to go, and you feel, I don't know, just stuck in a rut, just like unmotivated, or you don't know where to be motivated, or you are motivated and you don't know how to execute, or you have doubt, or you have fear, or you have anxiety. I feel like this should help that. And I know that sounds like a tall order, but I mean, I've spent a lot of time writing it, honestly, years. All of these, I've spent years coming up with these ideas and writing notes on my phone when I randomly have like a dose of inspiration over the years. Like, this is not just something that came out of nowhere. And I really have put my heart and soul into them. And like I said, a lot of people don't like to read. So I'm going to be posting a video for every written post that I have, but I am a way better writer than I am speaker. And I know this video is all over the place, and y'all are probably going to be like, this girl is a mess. And that's kind of a good thing. That kind of goes back to my experiment. This is what the experiment is about. I am chasing my dreams. I am following my passion. My passion, yes, is art, but more than art is inspiring people. And I can do that through art, but I can do that through speaking. I can do that through writing. I can do that through DreamAwake. I can do that through this idea that I started. I hope, I really hope. So my experiment is to kind of test my theory to see if what I believe is actually true, that if I follow what's inherently inside of me, if I pursue something that I would have been interested in, regardless if I make money off of it or not, then I will be successful, that things will just work out, that the universe will bring me whatever I need. I could be totally wrong, you know? Everybody could think I'm a complete idiot and nobody could support me, and that's 100% a possibility. And I think that's my biggest thing right now is I don't want to edit any of this. Like, I don't want to pretend to be somebody that I'm not. I don't want to, like, pretend, oh my gosh, like, everything's so perfect, and I don't know, I don't run into any problems, and I don't know, things just work out. Like, I'm really aware that there's going to be issues and it's going to be hard. My biggest argument is that if you pursue something that you're passionate about, that you care about, then even when you fail, it won't be a big deal. You'll just keep going. And I'm a firm believer that failure is just a necessary step on the way to achieve anything that you want. So you just have to stay motivated through those failures. If you just give up, then of course you're not going to get what you want. It's that simple. But if you stay motivated, then you're just going to try again. You know what I mean? You don't have to convince a baby to, like, keep trying to walk after they fall once. That's crazy. A baby is going to learn how to walk. And the moment they do, they're going to be running everywhere with the biggest damn smile on their face because they did it, right? And they always knew they were going to. And that's kind of my point. Is, like, now, maybe I'm wrong, right? But I totally believe that I'm going to make it. And I feel like you can't get anywhere without 100% believing it. And yes, it's a process. And for sure, there's doubt on the way. God, have I had doubt in the last 5 years? Have I had doubt since I started this 2 days ago, since I launched? Oh my God. I'm like, do people even like it? Are they going to like me? Nobody's sharing it. Are people going to like it? Like, I'm just freaking out the whole time. And of course, we're going to have doubt, but that's part of faith. My favorite movie, one of my favorite movies is Life of Pi. And he says in the movie, doubt is useful. It keeps faith a living thing. And that shit gives me chills, man, because it's so true. It's so true. How do you know that you really believe in anything if your faith hasn't been tested? You know? And how can you feel like you've ever achieved anything if you didn't think you weren't going to at some point? You know? I don't really care if some people think I'm cheesy. I don't care if some people, I don't know, don't believe in what I'm doing, because I do. You know? I feel like crazy people are some of the most happy because they believe their story, and I should just believe mine and stay happy, you know? I don't care if I'm crazy. I care if I'm happy. And I think everybody should, you know? We definitely have stress. There's definitely going to be problems, but I feel like I would be the happiest if I lived a life pursuing something that I really cared about. And this is kind of where I'm coming from, is I want everybody to do that. And I know I've spent the beginning of this video preaching I don't like when other people tell someone what to do. And I'm sitting here telling you, follow your dreams, damn it. But for real, I mean, do what you want to do. That's what I want you to do. Of course, if you want to do something that makes you unhappy, by all means, I'm not stopping you, but I just want everybody to be happy. I don't know. Anyways, I digress again. This video is a mess already. But, so you got the first 2 weeks. I got the auction. The second week, we're going to do the writing your legacy post. First one is Stuck in a Rut. Super excited for that. Like I said, every single thing that I post, I'm going to have a video accompanying, just so you can, like, follow my YouTube channel and stay updated with everything I'm doing. But the third week is what I'm most excited about. I am going to be interviewing all sorts of different dreamers, not just me. And that's kind of what DreamAwake is about. It's definitely not just about me. Like I keep saying, I want everybody else to follow their dreams. So yeah, I'm going to be following people who follow their dreams. I have a few people in line already. Of course, if you want to nominate somebody, that's totally a possibility. Please, if you want to do that, go to cocodreamsawake.com. That's my website. Either click on the Dreamers tab or the Connect tab, and you can scroll to the bottom, and there's like a little form, and it's just like a handful of questions about the person nominating them, so I can like learn about them, learn about their dream, why they're so inspiring, stuff like that. I can't wait to hear from all of you about all these people. That's like hella exciting. I'm sure I'm gonna like cry with like inspiration. I'm gonna be like, I want everybody to be in 1 month, but we'll see what kind of response I get with that. As of now, before I've, opened my website and gotten any nominations, I have famous musicians, I have DJs, I have artists, I have athletes, I have business owners, I have sales tycoons. It's random, just all kinds of different people, honestly. Even a speaker, motivational speaker, that one should be really interesting. I'm super excited for that. But yeah, please give me all your nominations. I can't wait to meet all of these people, hear from all of these people, hear all these stories. Maybe if I can't fit them all in, then I'll leave somewhere on my website where I can show everybody's nominations so that people can read about them. That would be really inspiring. Wow, I just had that idea right now. That's awesome. I feel like I definitely want to do that. But yeah, so that'll be the 3rd week of every month. I'm going to interview somebody different. The first month is my mom, of course, but she actually has a really, really, really inspiring story, so I'm super excited about it. And she taught me everything I know, so I feel like it's important to start with what you know. And I definitely feel like her story is crazy inspiring. So she's kind of a badass. So I'm super excited for that. That's going to be coming, like I said, the 3rd week of December. And then the last week of every month is just going to be me recapping how the month went. And this goes back to what I said about how I don't want to embellish anything. I don't want to pretend that things are all sunshine and rainbows and I don't know, that everything's sparkles and candy, because that's not how life is, and I want to tell people if things are, I don't know, challenging me, or if I've run into issues so that we can laugh about it. That's a big thing. I'll tell you the story really fast, but like one of my biggest idols but has a video of how she was raised. And they used to sit at the dinner table every night, her whole family, and her dad and mom encouraged the family to all speak about something that they failed at that day. And whenever they would get finished saying whatever they failed at that day, they would explain, how they thought it helped them and what they gained from it, like any positive takeaways, unexpected good things out of what happened, out of their failure. And then after that, the whole family would erupt in applause and high fives and congratulations. And it was always just like a super empowering moment of their day, right? And she explains how it got to a point where she would have a whole day where she didn't fail at anything, and she felt like she didn't try at anything. If she didn't fail at something, she would be disappointed if she didn't fail at something that day, because she wouldn't have anything to bring home to the dinner table and say, hey, I tried at this, and even though it didn't work out, I tried. And that's what it taught her, right? It also taught her that failure is a necessary step on the way to achieving anything. Like I said already, you need to fail at things in order to get better. You don't sharpen the axe the first time. Like, what do you mean? Like, you don't take whatever it is that you're sharpening an axe with, right? Hit it once and it's what? Perfect? That's insane. It's never going to happen. Even a machine's not going to do that. Even not like a perfect knife sharpener is going to do that. You got to keep going at it, right? Just like a little baby has to keep standing up and keep trying to walk. And then finally they do. And once they do, they are running, like I said. And that's the same for everything. I feel like that's the same to, I don't know, pursue your dreams, achieve your wildest desires, but I haven't done that yet, so I can only speak on my theory, which is another reason why I'm interviewing people who have, I don't know, been chasing their dreams for a while, because they know probably better than I do, and I can't wait for their inspiration to dawn on me, and I hope you get the same thing that I do out of it. So so that's the last month, or the last week of every month. I'm just going to be recapping on everything, telling you the good, the bad, and the ugly. I have a whole lot besides all of what I've just told you. I'm just going to leave you with that. I'll start adding more throughout time. It's a really big idea. It's gonna take a lot more than just me. Yes, it's all been me so far, but the time of it just being me is now over. Now I need fellow dreamers to help this along. So the last thing I'll leave you with is this painting. So there is something on the website in that where to begin section called The Tale of the Chinese Bamboo Farmer. And that is what this painting is about. And there's a reason that it's taken me 5 years to finish this. And I didn't mean for the website to take me 5 years to finish, but it did. And I think that's an interesting ode to the law of attraction and proof of its existence and how specific it is and how ironic the universe can be sometimes. Because I didn't mean for it to be 5 years, but when you hear this story, you're gonna be like, oh, you accidentally on purpose made it take 5 years for you to start this website. So when I was about, I don't know, 21, 22, something like that, I went to Las Vegas for a convention for a company that I used to sell for. I used to sell memberships to a travel company in direct sales, network marketing, and it was really great and super empowering. We used to say that that company was a travel company or a personal development company disguised as a network marketing company or a travel company. And it definitely was. I got to meet a lot of really incredible people, even famous motivational speakers. And our leader of training was quite a badass himself. If I told you his credentials, you would be absolutely mind blown. But there was this one time that, like I said, I was at a convention in Vegas and it was super fancy. We like dressed up, went in, my nose ring is being crazy, went in, big old stretch limos and dressed to the nines and took pictures on the red carpet with paparazzi. It was very extravagant, super awesome. And then I remember we went into this ballroom and he started, the leader of training that I'm speaking of, he got on stage and was dressed and was acting like a old Chinese man. And he's like this middle-aged American white man. And it was very hilarious. Nothing derogatory. It was just funny. And he was pretending to be this Chinese bamboo farmer telling this story. And apparently the story is a super famous parable in China and Asia, I suppose. And essentially he talks about this bamboo farmer, and this really does happen. And I didn't believe it for a while. I was really shocked when I heard the story. But this actually can happen. There's a type of bamboo that does this. Anyways, so he talks about this bamboo farmer, this old man who's very learned, who's done this for a really long time. And he starts cultivating these seeds of his bamboo farm, and he plants them, he waters them, he tends to them. And he takes really great care of them for a very long time, and he still doesn't see anything sprout. And nothing's happening above ground, nothing's happening above the dirt, above the soil, but he keeps tending to them because he knows. He's very well learned on the subject of growing bamboo, right? He's an experienced farmer. So 1 year goes by, 2 years go by, 3 years go by, nothing. And he's still tending to his seeds, and he still has a good attitude, but he's starting to wonder after a certain point. He's like, damn, is anything gonna come above this soil, right? But he knows that if he digs it up anytime early, then it's gonna stunt the growth of the bamboo, so he can't do that. And he knows eventually it's gonna grow, that he's been taking care of them. He just can't see what's happening right now, that he needs to just stay resilient, right? So 4 years go by, nothing. And on the 5th year, he finally sees a sprout. And not only does he see a sprout, after all of his faith has been tested for this long, in 8 weeks, it grows 80 feet high. And yes, that can really happen, which is so mind-blowing to me. Oh my God. So yes, I definitely had to look that up because I totally didn't believe it, but that can definitely happen. And yeah, on the 5th year, it grows 80 feet. And a lot of people didn't realize what was happening. And I think maybe because this painting's behind me, you can probably guess what was going on in those 4 years. He was tending to their roots, right? So this makes me emotional. So just like a house needs a good foundation, a strong foundation. In order for bamboo to grow that high, 80 feet, 90 feet in a year, 80 feet in 6 weeks, that's insane. I can't even like fathom that. To watch that happen, I can't. Anyways, so in order for that to happen, you have to have a really, really, really strong network of roots. Just like a huge house needs to have a huge foundation, right? You can't just build a house on nothing and expect it to stand, right? So that's the same with everything. And I think that the universe was maybe teaching me a lesson that if I wanted to have dreams this big, then I had to build a foundation that big. And I had no idea how big this website would be whenever I first started building it. I started building this thing on my cell phone, you guys. I'm not lying. I had a puppy who knocked paint water over on my brand new MacBook Pro while I started building the website, and I had to move from using my MacBook Pro to my iPhone. And then I finished building it on my iPad, which I ended up getting years later. So this is crazy. I've stopped, I've started, I've fallen in love and put a hold on my dreams. We'll get into that in the future. Gosh, oh my God. But I digress. I'm just saying that in order to have anything worthwhile, in order to get that foundation, you do have to cultivate roots for that long. And sometimes you can't see what you're doing. I feel like for 5 years, I haven't been able to see any reward over what I've been building. Sorry, my ice machine's going crazy and scared the crap out of me. But I haven't been able to see any reward over all of this work that I've put in over 5 years. There were some times where I had 3 jobs, and I still came home after barely sleeping and partying and taking care of my puppy with epilepsy. Oh, I miss him. And still working on the website. And that's kind of what I go back to say is, you know, if I was working on anything else, I wouldn't have been motivated. I wouldn't have kept doing it. I wouldn't have worked 3 jobs and come home and actually still worked on it. I wouldn't have put it away for over a year while I was wrapped up in a relationship and come straight back to this and realize that this is what I wanted. This is what I needed in my life. This is what's, I don't know, gonna give me ultimate fulfillment and happiness, because I feel like, I don't know, there's an itch in my soul that I need to scratch, and this is the only thing that'll do it. I want to help people, you know, and some people don't have a dream like I do. Mine's really extra, I can't lie, and super dramatic, but I'm just a big mushball on the inside, and I just want to help any human that I run into, and that's just who I am. So this is what I'm doing, and I want everybody to find whatever it is that makes them emotional like I am right now. I want you to get that. Like, I want everybody to feel this, because I may not be making a bunch of money on this or anything yet. Like, I just opened this website a couple days ago, and I know this is going to take a lot of work and a lot of time, but just seeing this first sprout after 5 years, just seeing it on the internet, just hearing what people have to say, hearing that people are surprised and impressed even that I did all this myself. Every word on that website is mine. Every graphic on there, I did. Everything you see, I did. I touched, I wrote. All the art I painted or I did on my little iPad. So yeah, I mean, it's my baby, and I've been thinking I'm crazy for 5 years. Like, is anyone gonna hear what I have to say? I don't know. I'm filming this video right now, not knowing how many people are gonna appreciate this, you know, but I just have to try. And that's where I'll leave you, I guess. The last thing that I read about in the Chinese bamboo farmer is another story of 3 feet from gold. I feel like a lot of y'all have probably heard this, but there is a true story of the California gold rush. A lot of Americans are well aware of this piece of history, but Siri is trying to talk to me right now. I'm so sorry. Oh my gosh, she thought I was talking to her. Nobody was talking to you. Anyways, she's interrupting our conversation. I apologize. This video is a mess. I hope y'all still love me. But anyways, this is about 2 people who went to California to search for gold during the California gold rush. and right, they're digging next to each other. I don't know if they came together or whatever. I don't know all the details of the story, right? But my nose ring. But one man is digging next to another, and the other had either been digging longer or was better at digging, I don't know, and had dug way deeper than the guy right next to him, right? Way deeper, had covered way more ground. And this guy next to him had done less work, or maybe barely just started, and he saw that this guy had never found anything. And since he saw that this guy never found anything, he got discouraged, he got filled with doubt, and he gave up. So after that happened, a new hopeful shows up and starts digging in that spot where that guy who gave up was digging. So of course it wasn't as far along as that guy that was originally next to him, but this new guy, he starts digging in this shallow hole, and 3 feet deeper he finds, I think it was like a shocking amount of gold, like a lot, right? Like the biggest deposit or something dramatic like that. Don't quote me on this because I don't know for sure, but it was something significant and it was something life-changing. And if that guy hadn't given up in 3 feet, he would have gotten it. And so you never know, like, when your roots are ready to sprout, you know? I thought my roots would be ready to sprout way earlier than 5 years, let me tell you. But even after 5 years, one, I find it funny with the law of attraction because I meant to do this painting and it's like I asked for it. I mean, really. If that's not proof, I don't know what is. My God, should have thought about that, but it's okay. I think it's more poetic and quite beautiful that it happened that way. And I think that I wouldn't have the foundation that I have right now if it didn't take that long. And I'm really proud that I did all this myself. And you know, I've had some help. My dad is a web designer, and I would like ask him, hey, like, how do I do this? You know, if I run into a problem. But I mean, I definitely did it all myself. So that's a cool feeling, you know, and just pursuing your dreams and just saying that you did it, I feel like is the most fulfilling thing in the world. And I don't really give a shit if anybody thinks I'm awesome for doing this, because I do, you know, and that's all I can hope for. You know, I've been waiting for this for a long time, and that might sound arrogant, but I want this for everyone. You know, there's a difference between arrogance and confidence. You know, confidence, we'll start with arrogance. Arrogance is when you think that you're better than someone else. Straight up. Arrogance is when you think you're better than someone else. I don't. But confidence is knowing that nobody is better than you, right? And you're going to know what you're here for. You do. You know what makes you happy. And just be confident in that, you know. It shouldn't matter if other people get down with it, which people do. People will, because it's there for a reason. But that's all that should matter, is that it makes you happy. Anyways, I'm talking on tangents now, and I'm going to go ahead and leave you with that. But this has been quite a long video. I have never in my life made a video this long. Super weird, but quite exciting. I'm going to go ahead and leave you with a picture of this photo, or this painting at the end. And I'm also going to connect today some prints of this, so that if anybody wants to get this painting, then y'all totally can. I'll have that connected by the end of the day. I'm not selling this because this is really special to me, so I want to keep it forever. But if y'all have any questions, please hit me up. Drop a comment below. If y'all are on my YouTube channel, please hit that subscribe bell so that y'all can get information on whenever I post more videos. Some will be this long. I feel like not a lot of them will. I just kind of want to give y'all an idea of who I am, and I don't know, why I'm doing this, and give you an idea of what we're doing, and see if y'all want to be a part of it. So thank you so much for your time. If you stuck with me through this whole video, God, I love you. Definitely call me Coco. Y'all have a great day. Don't worry that it's Friday the 13th. Beautiful things are happening in the world. Just let me know if y'all need anything, if y'all need any inspiration, if y'all like what I'm doing. Please, please, please like, share, comment, subscribe. Thank you so much for your love, for your interest. Sending you all the love and light. Appreciate you guys. Stay dreaming, okay?